What's up, everybody? Welcome to Play. Sonic has joined us. So,
Your mic fell to shit, Todd.
Todd, your mic.
all right, hold on. It's still messing
You,
up.
Yeah,
you're good now.
there you go.
You're good
All
now.
right. So I think it's because I've dropped this thing enough times that it's starting to kind of mess up. So thanks for joining us here on Play or Pass. We got Sonic has joined us on here, so hopefully he gets to tell us about how his acting credits went in this movie. If you've never watched the show before, what we do is we'll talk about a movie, and today is Sonic 2. And this is a movie that was voted on our viewers last week for us to watch it this week. So thanks for everyone out joining us. We have Andrew joined us on the panel today. What's up, Andrew?
Up.
Yeah.
Been
then his
doing good
camera-
without it.
And his camera froze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. We can hear you though. That's a good thing.
Oh, I was messing about with the camera before.
Yeah, well, and so was all, but everybody messing with their equipment right before we go live.
Tech
So,
issues.
so thanks to everybody. How's everybody on the panel? Everybody doing well today?
Yeah,
Well,
good.
Yeah.
Okay, good to hear everybody. So if you've not watched the show before, what we do, again, we review this particular movie, and we'll also be voting on the movie for next week. But we changed it up this week because Alban had to break the record and give us 24 movies to watch for next damn week. So what we've had to do is say, you know what, we will next week is going to be a free for all. So we won't have a one particular movie that we'll have to watch. What we'll do is you watch any movie of the 24 that you want. Same with the panel, and then we'll discuss any of those movies that you watched. We have a list here, and here you can see. You got. Let me make this full screen, even though it's not humongous, but you can see this is one of the pages. And if you're in the Telegram group in the Telegram group, you'll be able to find this particular list. Got lots of movies in here because there was a lot of movies that were released, and we didn't want things to be missed because a lot of times we're only picking one movie. So you've got lots to pick from. So you've got all last week and this week to watch what you need to watch, and then talk
I'm
about
almost
whichever
done.
one.
I'm almost
So-
done.
One of the things that we did, we hope that maybe some other people will join us on the panel. We can have up to 10 people on the panel. So if you've never been on the show before and you want to come on to talk about some of these movies, jump on here. You don't have to watch them all. You just whichever one you're wanting to watch. And it's a lot. I mean, because we got the Fantastic Beast, which was a new one that's popped out. That was people were wanting to see that. Firestarter, which was people been wanting to see. Mincemeat, we talked Operation Mincemeat. That one was popular. Morbius, that was another one that was real popular. The Northman was a popular one. Lost City,
Senior
the
year.
Lost City. No spoilers, gentlemen. The Northman. A lot of those are movies that people have been talking about for a while. So we didn't want to just make it one. So we're going to open the panel and we're going to do it. So it's going to be next week. So that's what we're going to do next week. So if you'd like to join to talk about any of these movies in particular, let us know. And in the Telegram group, we'll give you a link and you can jump on. And TJ, if you watch some of these movies, now I think last time TJ tried to come on the show, he didn't watch the movie that we were talking about, if I'm not mistaken. But TJ, if you watch some of these movies, you want to join in, more than welcome. We do need some ladies to join too. We need some ladies
Yes,
to join the
please.
panel. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that to the backstage, and you can get that. And so we'll have plenty of time to go ahead and talk about this week's movie. Don't you think? You guys want to get started, or am I missing anything?
Well, I think people want to know how you're doing.
Oh,
It's about us, you know.
oh yeah, I'm all right. I mean,
Let that whole world out there know how you're doing.
the vid caught this house. The vid got the house last week, and has made its complete rounds. Now every single person in the house has now caught the vid. It is what it is. I didn't end up in the hospital, so knock on wood. So I'm happy for that. And nobody in the house ended up in the hospital. So, just the nagging. You're sick. You feel good. You're sick. You feel good. It's a roller coaster of a virus for sure. Every time you start to feel like you're doing well, the next day you're kind of feeling bad again. So,
Did you have your 3 shots?
yeah, I had those, and it's just so it's nothing bad. I mean, I'm it's just a naggy cough and tired, and But that's getting better. Today I've actually felt pretty good. Knock on wood. That I feel good tomorrow. So, all right. So let's go ahead. All right, what? I hear somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I was just gonna say, hey, Blue.
Oh yeah, Blue's back here.
We
Yeah,
caught a
Blue's.
glimpse.
Oh yeah, she's walking back and forth because she's already started on a project, and she decides to start on a project just as we go, get ready to go live, is when she wants to start to work on a project.
You're gonna have chores going on.
Yeah, that's only right behind me, honey. That's you're good. You're good.
Trust me.
Hey, we're not doing anything here.
Hearing a drill truck press or freaking skill saw going off
Let's go.
would not change the opinion of this movie.
Me either.
So-
It might help. It might help.
Yes.
So all right, so I got I got that shared. Okay, so we got this Sonic, and so we're gonna open the floor. If you guys are watching over on the side chat, you say what your thoughts about this movie are, good or bad. You can like the movie, not like the movie, does not matter. Just give us your opinion, and try to back it up with some facts if you can. So Sonic 2, open the floor for you guys. What you guys thinking?
It was horrible.
I don't know about horrible. I don't know. I've seen some horrible movies. On
Yeah,
this
it
show.
wasn't horrible. It's just for 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're exactly right. Because this movie made a shit ton of money. What was
Yeah.
it? Do you have the box office on this? Yes. $333 million. This made a lot of money.
I think it might have made 335 now by now.
Yeah, I think it went up.
I mean, it's a lot of money.
This cannot be Jim Carrey's last movie. It just cannot be.
I wrote the same exact thing down. Okay, it can't
Well, it won't be because
they
Sonic
paid him
3, Sonic 3 will be his last movie probably by how much money they've made.
be. I don't think he'll do a 3.
No.
I
throw
think
enough money at him.
he'll want to run away from this and not let this be known as his last movie.
Wait.
But Jim Carrey doesn't care what if his last movie was a brilliant movie or a crap movie. He literally just wants to disappear.
Yeah.
And not even be. He doesn't really. I don't really think he cares what movies he does. I think he just does what he enjoys, and he must enjoy doing this character. So.
Well,
Do you
he
think
said
he
he's
had-
done.
Do you think he has? I wonder if he has social anxieties or something like that. You know what I mean?
I think
to-
most brilliant comedians like that have some social disorders. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm thinking he's just maybe it's getting worse on him, and he's just like I can't do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought that his character in this, I like Jim Carrey, and I like how Jim Carrey goes all in. He don't give up. He don't care if he looks like a fool doing a character. He's just in. He is 100% into a character, and I enjoyed him and some of his little quirky comments. To me, that was the best part of the movie, and there wasn't a lot of them. There was a handful for me little funny things that he said. But I enjoy anything Jim Carrey is. I can't think of anything that I disliked. Other than that, the movie struggled for me. And I am a Sonic. I love. I had a Sega Genesis. I played Sonic, early on, and Sonic 1. Blue and I watched that together, and we both were really shocked that we liked Sonic 1. That we were because we were expecting to hate it, and Sonic 1 we were like, well, this ain't bad. This was a pretty funny movie. It was quirky. It was good. Then this come along. It's like, and I'm just not the right demographics. And the writing was terrible.
Yep, it was. They were thrown in, trying to get laughs by hitting people in the nuts and saying, "Hit him in the groin! Hit him in the groin!" You're going to find that hilarious. 55-year-olds, not so much.
Right.
The wedding scene for me was the best one. When she's there yelling at everybody, put the ring on.
Mm-hmm.
Put the ring on the finger.
Yeah,
you get the ring on the finger.
Get it on.
Yeah. And I don't know. There was so many parts that I was kind of just shaking my head like, what?
Yeah.
The whole wedding scene. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where it needed to be in it. I mean, yes, there were some funny parts in that, but I don't know how it played into the whole story.
Right.
But you need to ask yourself the question as well. When you're saying like it didn't really do it for you. It's like what were you expecting from it? Like what did you want to take from it? Because it's clearly is aimed at kids of this of like today's generation, and
Yeah.
obviously it's hard with stuff like this because this is like our kind of like when when most of were younger, we played Sonic and
Hmm.
remember the old games. You just like it now. They're just trying to make it into a big story, and I think what they'll do is as well try and feed it they're trying to feed to the younger kids so they can get them into the cartoons and like the TV series that they've got.
Yeah, it's
in,
valuable
in the
IP for
games.
sure.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just they're definitely aiming. It's definitely aimed at a younger demographic now, and they're trying to drag them in. And obviously, for nostalgic reasons, for like people want to like us adults want to watch it, but you don't get much from the story. They're trying to tell the story of the games really, and it's like it kind of has to like dumb it down for like the younger generation to make sure they understand what's going on. The only thing I didn't like, I thought it was okay. My daughter went to watch it at the
Yeah.
cinema with my partner, and I asked her tonight. She said, "Oh, did you watch Sonic 2?" Because she knew I was doing this.
Mm.
And I says, "Oh yes, I watched it." I says, "Did you like it better than the first one?" She says, "Yeah, I liked it better than the first one." And in my opinion, I like the first one better because I was pleasant. But that was because I was pleasantly surprised by how good the first one was. I think everybody's expectations were set from the original CGI to then when they changed
Yeah.
it because of all
Yeah.
the kickoff. And then you just thought to yourself, well, it's still not going to be very good. But then it ended up being quite good. And there was quite a lot of like some of the jokes were more adult.
Yes.
Like they're the kind of jokes that they put in to kids' movies for adults to laugh out, what the kids
Yeah.
don't really
Yeah.
get.
Yep.
But this one
That
was definitely more for the kids.
Mm.
And my only
I thought
sorry,
that
Roger.
I just wanted to agree with you, but I thought that aspect was completely missing from this movie. What the adults
Yes.
the
Yeah.
the adult part of it.
Yeah. That's because this one was just aimed like let's get this straight at the kids. This is for
Yep.
the kids. Let's put all the kids in, and it's clearly and also obviously as well, COVID's helped them because and the fact that there hasn't been much kids movies out lately. Like it's not like there's still
Oh,
the
yes, there are.
Minions 3. Well,
I think
yeah,
there
there
are a
was
bunch of
the
them.
bad guys and
The bad
stuff like. But
guys.
Yeah, yeah, that was.
Sonic is much more well known. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
even the kids. And the
Yep.
only thing this where it fell down for me, this was like it was too long. It was like it
Dragged
should have
out.
been
Yes.
like maybe it's about 15, 20 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
have done for me. It was a little bit too long for
Yeah.
my liking.
it was 2 hours, 9 minutes.
It was
Yeah.
about an hour and 45 minutes too long.
Yeah.
The only thing I liked about it, well, what I liked about it was the cinematography was very good.
Yeah, it was.
The visual effects. I watched the credits after. There was pages and pages of people
Oh,
that
yeah.
worked on visual effects.
Yep.
It was not too bad in this one even for a kids movie. The music score was pretty good. The music in the film was pretty good.
Well, and I think one of the things, now Andrew has smaller kids, and so I'm glad that he mentioned that his daughter went and saw this because I was curious because both Blue and I both said after we got done watching, like, well, I guess this was really aimed at kids,
Yes.
and so I was glad that he said something that that was his kids enjoyed it. It had all the stuff that kids wanted. A lot of flashiness. Doesn't have to be a meaty story. Just got to have a lot of craziness and stuff happening and explosions and kids are all eating into it. So that just kind of sets to what they were aiming for, and it's making money. And I do think that this COVID has created there was a hunger that people were wanting to get out in the movies. Now, movies have been released earlier in the season, but I think that we're seeing more traction to movies right now. Even if movies aren't great, you're getting more traction because people are so hungry to get out.
Yeah.
And so
they're tired of being cooped up in the house.
Yep,
They want to
yep.
go see a
Well,
movie.
that's why Netflix now just said that they're going to start releasing some of their movies, their original movies, are going to be in the theaters now first. So I got to give them kudos for that. I really do. For them to say, okay, you know what, we're gonna, try to put the stuff out there first, and
If there's a
they'll
big
make more
cost to
money.
that, there is
Now
a cost.
they
Yeah,
need to
but
make.
they've been spending that money making that stuff anyhow.
Have
For
you
them just
ever
to
seen
throw
a
it in the
good
theater.
Netflix movie?
Every now and then I see one.
One that you'd pay to go to the movies to see. You're right.
I don't
No.
think I've ever seen one that I would consider
I'll think of one for you.
ticket worthy.
I will. I'll think of one for you.
Yeah.
But there's got to be something. I know what you mean by okay, it's a Netflix original, but there are even Netflix shows that even I feel are good.
Well,
you
sure,
know?
sure there are. Yeah.
So there's got to be a movie here or there, not something that's been dubbed over because it's had to be shown for 80 different languages or whatever. But some of the if you look past some of the other stuff, some of the stuff is okay compared to the other crap that's coming out.
Yeah.
Because there's some really bad stuff that's out there.
And we keep picking it to watch on this show.
Hey, hey, you're only watching one. I'm watching them all.
Don't do that.
No, I have to.
I think Auburn has gotten numb to movies.
I do too.
And
No, I
Blue's
don't
going
think
to have a
I'm-
discussion with you
Okay.
after Adventures of Maid Marian. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we
gotta.
sat down for that one because I said
I
Auburn said we
told
need
you
to watch
send
this.
her
movie.
to have her watch it, not you.
No, she watched it right beside me.
Oh, I told you. That's why I said she has to watch it.
I'm saying what her words are
woman
is
empowerment.
Auburn has lost his right to suggest movies for her. She says just because it's Robin Hood type stuff, I'm
It's
supposed to like
Robin Hood,
Okay, but we'll go into that one.
in a minus B, type of film. Perfect for her to watch.
But
isn't
he
it?
watches so many movies that he's a little numb. When you eat a lot of hot food, and then you forget what really hot is because you've eaten hot. And Auburn sees so many movies. He sees so much crap that when something's actually like a notch above crap,
Really good.
he's like, "Wow, that was wonderful." You've been eating shit the whole time. Well, of course, something that just tastes bad is great. So yeah, so yeah, it's. We know that Auburn watches a lot of movies. So
And we
I
wanted to mention all my TV shows.
yeah. So all right. So Eddie was talking at one point. Eddie, so your thoughts on this particular movie?
Well, like I said, cinematography was good. The music score I found pretty good for a kids movie because they were using a lot of older music.
Mm-hmm.
The colors in this. It's funny. I found these colors were like blown to you, right into your face.
Yeah, it was bright. It was bright.
But all in all, would I recommend this to my grandson? No.
I don't think your grandson would probably like it though.
Yeah.
No. He's not into that. He's into anime.
Oh.
Okay. He ain't gonna like it.
So yeah, this is probably pretty colorful after you get done watching The Northman and turn this on.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, you do.
I just gotta say, there were a couple things. I like the animation from the start of the movie. That they did with the whole mushroom world and all that. I gotta give them credit on that. But then from there, I because I never watched the first movie.
Me either.
And it's not like I was really a big Sonic fan anyhow. I wasn't into the Sega Sonic stuff.
I was.
But it was definitely a kid/family movie. Anybody who had kids and wanted to shut them up for a while, I'll tell them, throw that in there for a kid to watch. But there were some funny things that weren't for the kids that Sonic would say, like when he said, oh, if I die, don't look in my closet, and
Yeah, I was
you
wondering.
know,
Yeah, we did giggle
when
at
he's,
that.
and I like the one when they're like going down the mountain there, and it's like, oh, great, the Winter Soldier. I thought that was pretty funny, the whole Operation Catfish with the for the wedding. I thought was a pretty good take, but then they just left that. They they didn't go
Yeah.
anywhere with that side of it. And I thought that's kind of dumb. Are they gonna end up getting together, or is he still just gonna leave her? You know, but I still don't think that Carrey could go out and say, okay, this was his last movie, unless if it was for his kids and his kids said, oh, well, we don't want you making any more movies or something. I
His
can't
kids are
understand.
adults.
His kids are adults, right? So I can't, grandkids maybe. I can't see doing something like this and saying, okay, that's gonna be my last thing.
But I
If you're
think
gonna do
is
something your last, then say, okay, do a comedy routine, or stand up or something, and say that's gonna be your last thing you're gonna
now
do.
doesn't he have something in the works because he's just nothing new. All right, so he does
I don't think
have
so.
the Weekend Out of Time, which is it's a
It's a
music
music video.
Okay, so all right. Never mind. I knew that
Yeah.
I'd seen something past Sonic, but yeah, a music
Uh-huh.
video. So yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
So
I just can't, accept that, as
maybe
a
In
thing
Living
his last
Color's
thing.
coming back.
I
That'd
know
be
they
nice.
had talked of
Let me
before
show
of
you
doing
something.
something together, but that would be funny. That would be funny if they did that. But does he want to actually do any of that right now? Looking at Jim Carrey today isn't the same Jim Carrey of, oh, let me strip down to nothing and play Venus de Milo. He wouldn't do it. I think his voice can't do that anymore, and maybe that's why he wants to get away from this, because it's not like anybody's giving him a role where he's not doing comedy. Maybe he doesn't want to do comedy anymore.
I think he's
I've
just
been
going to
thinking of
do independent movies and stuff like that because he doesn't.
right.
I think it's blockbuster movies that he might just be like getting sick of doing.
I think he said that he
Franchise.
didn't want to do anything anymore.
Yeah,
he
he
did
did.
it.
He did say that, but
Yeah,
is he talking? Is he just talking on his backside? Who knows?
Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm saying, because the
Brady
movie,
said he run. Brady
Uh-huh.
said he was going to retire too, and we saw.
yeah,
He
Twice.
said that.
3
We
times.
see-
right,
yeah,
right.
so we saw it's hard to sit on the bench and not do nothing when
Yeah,
So
because I think what bothered me was I couldn't accept the final words to him on screen to be later, hater, because that's what it was. You know what I mean? And when he dies, I can't accept that. I just can't. It can't be his last. And what's the whole deal with that Project Shadow?
I don't know. I have
You know,
no idea.
I'm like, oh no, not another one. I'm like, spare me, please. I can't do another one of these.
There'll be another one. It made
Yeah.
$350 million.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I won't be watching that. I don't think.
Oh, Project.
yeah,
Project
you will.
Shadow.
Yes, I will.
Project Shadow.
Project Shadow is
There's a.
was a thing at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I must have missed that bit, but I know Shadow is a character from the game.
Okay.
Yes.
It's
All
like
right.
a black Sonic type character.
Yeah. Because
Oh, us from our other hobby. We should know that one.
What, a black Shadow?
Shadow. He's called Shadow. He's just Sonic the Hedge. He's like Sonic, but he's just black.
No, but I'm saying that some of us from our other hobby, we've seen that character before in
okay.
one of our other hobbies. So,
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be the next character, and I mean, of course they've got to give you a teaser to maybe they do it. So
yeah, there's more characters. There's more characters they can bring in. There's a female one that's pink. I forgot what she's called. There's loads. They could bring more. Hey, you never know. They might do a Mario movie soon and then bring two worlds together. Mario versus
Oh
Sonic.
no, not more worlds.
Would it be like Mario Kart, but
God.
Mario versus Sonic Olympics movie?
Oh God.
The Sonic multiverse.
Oh,
Oh,
Everything
man.
has to be multiverse. You're
It's got to
right.
be and they can get to the Mario's world. They've already put little hints in there by sending Dr. Robotnik to the Mushroom Planet,
Yep.
and they can get there. They can just use the rings.
Mm.
there
So I
you
don't know if
go.
anyone's.
Look
I
at
don't know if has anybody seen Doctor Strange yet, because it can happen.
I haven't
it.
seen it.
I mean, it's. I think Andrew is opening the door, and she's showing how this can
I
bridge
want
right
I-
over.
You know,
If
he's
they
telling
haven't
them, 'cause
thought
you
of
know
this,
they listen to us.
well, if they haven't thought of this yet, I want some money from this.
Mhm.
Well, hey, they Netflix added 2 thumbs up, and that's due to
Yeah.
Eddie down there because
Yep.
Netflix didn't give you the 2 thumbs up, and when he was doing ratings, and he kept saying, "I give this 2
Yeah.
thumbs up," and next thing you know, now we got 2 thumbs up on Netflix. So yeah.
They watch the show. They listen to us.
Yeah.
So what anybody else? What else does people got? What do y'all got thinking?
I didn't like it.
Classic.
Karsten did like it. He's 7.
Oh,
so.
he did.
Yeah.
He sat through the whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
He
Wow.
played some toys during it, but he liked it.
Okay. Okay.
See, it's hit
Because you
its
said that he
target.
didn't normally doesn't watch everything.
No, he does not. He does
Wow.
not.
Hit it.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
That's
And
proof
how
it's
old
hit-
is he again?
7.
7. Okay. All right.
There you go.
Maybe
It's hit,
maybe
hit the
maybe
target
we'll have
audience.
Yep.
maybe
Did
we'll
he
have to
ask
work.
about the first one?
He had already seen it. He said.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Maybe we should lower the age. Let's say, I don't know, 5 and below.
No, I think any kids under 11ish,
Yeah, they're
that
gonna
10,
like it. I
10
think.
11 below, I think that's who it's geared towards.
Yep.
I think
Mhm.
your teenagers aren't going to like it. And,
No.
I think anybody older than that's not going to
Mhm.
really get it. I mean, and I think Roger hit on something again about the jokes, because we can all watch
Shrek.
animated yeah, I can watch animated movies, and I can enjoy them. If you have the right humor. Bad Guys, not a bad
Mhm.
movie, has some
Right, I
good
like that
humor
one.
in there, some good liners, little liner. Zootopia, I enjoyed Zootopia.
Yeah.
Has enough adult humor tied in there in a way that I catch it, the kids won't catch it, and it holds my attention. This, it was so few and far between.
Yeah.
It's like, you could have gave us a little bit more, and you would have kept me instead of me going, "What time is it?" Or because
Well,
this was definitely a Candy Crush game.
The
movie.
thing is, though, Todd, the thing is, you can kind of tell what the humor is going to be like by the casting, because the two you mentioned there, like Zootopia, has got what's his face, what's his name, what's he called, the guy who's in it.
Oh God, who is the Zootopia voice? He's a comedian.
Yes, it's
Chris Rock.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Okay.
Jason Bateman.
Okay. Yeah,
Jason Bateman.
They could get
and then-
stuff by.
Yeah,
and then-
Jason
oh, yeah,
Bateman.
Idris Elba's in that one.
Yeah,
I forgot about
yeah.
that. So you can kind of look at, like, Jason Bateman's comedian.
Tommy Tong.
His comedy is a bit more adult
Yeah.
orientated
Mhm.
to compare to Jim Carrey. So like
Yeah.
you can tell so the jokes in that, even though it is like an animated movie, the jokes in that from him are going to be a little bit more. There's going to be some in there that adults can enjoy as well, whereas like Jim Carrey stuff at the minute is just like more tame comedy.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not edgy stuff. So like there is a lot of like animated movies where there's like actors in it who are more known for the more edgier comedy that make it fun for adults.
Yep.
You just got to look at the casting, really. Like when you look at if you look at Jim Carrey in the first Sonic movie, you kind of get an idea what his comedy's like as this character, and there's nobody else in the movie that is like comedian, really, or like edgy comedians. So you kind of know what you're gonna get with them, as far as the comedy material goes. So I think basically with this movie, it's a hit because they got the kids, and that's who they went for, and obviously the money that they made is proof. and it's just a bit. It's unfortunate for this show because everyone on this panel is an adult. So
Yeah.
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 Or
like,
acting.
but well, like you
Acting
said,
like an adult.
but the thing with this show is it's like there's a lot of like people put a lot of into like people look more at the detail, like the writing, the script.
Mhm.
Eddie likes the music. The cinematography is a big thing on this show, and the script and how the acting was. Whereas when these type of movies, they're not aimed at that kind of stuff. It's more like let's just get a few laughs in for the kids. Make sure the CGI is brilliant, which was pretty good,
Yep.
and it's colourful, so so. Yeah, I mean, they probably could have grabbed the adults in a bit more if there was a bit more adult humor in. I think, and if they cut it a little bit short, that was just too long for me.
Yeah.
But it's not a terrible movie if you think about who they're aiming for. So
Yeah.
that's all I will say about it.
All the pretty colors. Look at all the pretty colors.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It was bright and colorful and beautiful. It was.
Yeah.
And the dancer is in a when they had the dance off. That is, I looked it up. He is a Russian professional dancer choreographer. He's been in some movies, not many, but I looked it up because I was like, he's actually a real dancer. And so I went and looked it up, and he is a real dancer choreographer. So when they do this dance scene, he is a real dancer. And
I liked. Sorry to cut you. I just have to speak a little bit earlier because I know I'm behind on the.
Yeah.
I like how when Sonic's trying to FaceTime him when he's like snowboarding down the thing and he's got the old Sonic tune on his phone.
Yes.
That was quite funny.
That was cute. That was cute.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you a little thing on my phone. For my notifications is the Sonic collecting a coin,
The ring,
a ring. It's like
Oh, yes. We've heard it.
So yeah,
heard
so
it.
like when I'm at school and with the kids, if I forget to put my phone on mute, which I try to as soon as I get into school, I try to put on mute. If it's on, all of a sudden you'll hear the ding, and then the kids are like, "Is that Sonic?" And I was like, "Oh, damn phone!" And it's just my notifications. And Blue can tell you, I have a lot of notifications.
That shows how iconic it is because everyone knows from the sound that it's Sonic.
Yeah. Collecting the ring.
But this was rated PG, wasn't it? This movie?
Yeah,
I bet it was G. I bet.
No, I'm pretty sure it's PG.
No way. Was it?
I bet it was G. I bet it was general.
PG.
Yeah, PG.
Wow.
It had some violence in it. I mean,
Yeah, I guess
there was
so.
punching.
Yeah.
As soon as you go hitting somebody, there's gonna be some considered violence. So
Did all you guys watch it in 4K?
I did.
I don't
I did.
know.
I think I did.
don't know. I'd have to look and see what file I got.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Because if I found it bright in 480p, imagine in 4K.
You watched it at 480p?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Eddie, you're killing me.
Well, because my wife is on the phone.
Honey, I need some bandwidth over here.
Bandwidth,
Can I have 720? No, I'm on the phone.
Sounds like
Somebody
Eddie's still
put
on
the man
title.
on their plex.
He almost. He's one step above it.
Yeah.
Sonic. Hey, we do have Sonic on the panel, so let's hear from Sonic about his movie and what his thoughts of this repeat, this second of his.
My thought is, like I told you yesterday when we were golfing, the good news, I made it back from my trip safe. The bad news is I didn't die in a fiery crash, so I had to watch this piece of shit yesterday. And let's say when I got into bed and was tired as hell and took a shitload of drugs, it still freaking didn't improve it any. I didn't take enough. Let's just say, not my cup of tea.
Me either.
I mean, I will say that the cinematography, the effects, that was really done well.
Yeah.
I mean, I will give the movie credit. It looked great. The appearance, because sometimes, they'll cheap out. It's a kid show. What do we care about how good it looks? and they didn't. So I mean, I will give them credit on that. All the digital effects and everything looked really good, but just the whole story. And I mean, I had a Sega Genesis back in the day, and I used to love playing Sonic and Mortal Kombat, Ren and Stimpy, But
God,
as far as the
Ren and
movie,
Stimpy movie.
oh hell no,
I'd watch it.
no.
Yeah, but look at the rating on this, a 6.7.
6.7. Yep.
Yeah, I think they were all 9 years
But it went
old.
down. But it went down because
It was 7. It used to be 7.
6.7.
But I bet
it
you-
was 6.8.
I bet all the positive ones are people that said they took their kids to watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I bet.
Yeah, well, Sonic is 6.7. Pull up Jerry Curls and see what the hell rating it has, and it's
Yeah.
probably higher than this piece of crap.
Yeah, and it's 32,000 people. 32,000. So, all right, hey, let's go ahead so we have time to talk about other movies and TV shows to get into our extra because we've kind of we've worked on this. We see where we're going to go with this. So at this point of the show, we'll do play or pass, and so the people over on the side chat, you guys know, play. Would this make a play or pass? So play means you would recommend this to a friend or family member. Pass would be that you would not want to recommend one of this because this is too embarrassing. So let's go ahead and let me get rid of this off the thing, and let's start with the panel. Andrew, play or pass for this particular movie?
Play for anyone that's got young kids. I would recommend it definitely. So, yep, play.
All right, awesome. Eddie?
For me, it's going to be a pass.
Okay, pass for you. Dub Beach.
Pass.
All right, thank you. I like his Hershey Kiss. That's what that is. That's a Hershey Kiss or some chocolate ice cream, swirl ice cream. Roger, play or pass?
Well, in the immortal words of Randy Jackson, that'll be a pass for me, dog.
I like that. Ovid, play or pass for Sonic 2?
It's a play for me because it's not for me to watch. It's for someone with kids.
Yeah.
I get people with kids that say, hey, what can I use to shut my kid up for a while? And I say, okay, well, put this in. This is in the movie.
And
Not
I
everyone's from West Virginia, okay?
they'd be giving a moonshine.
Yeah, right. That's
moonshine with some Mountain Dew. I'm gonna agree with Andrew. I mean, the movie is geared towards kids, and if you're a kid, I think that in that 12 or below, I think is gonna hit the mark if you're that age. If you're above that age, I don't think you're gonna like this at all. So I'm gonna have to give it a very soft play, but play for if you have a kid, and
It's
pass
definitely
if you're not.
definitely not when you sit down with your significant other and just sit and
Nah.
romantic.
Well, unless you just want to make out the entire time and not watch a movie.
Yeah,
well,
there you go.
this was one of our COVID movies, and so we were on the couch with my significant other and watched it, and both her and I were like, "What?" And there were a couple parts, and I think you guys brought up there was a couple funny parts that were like, "Oh, that was funny," but then
Now,
another 20 minutes without anything funny.
Yeah.
were you ill before you watched the movie, or did watching the movie give you COVID?
I think it gave me COVID.
Honestly, I don't think you would have thought it was as bad as it was if it was a little bit shorter, because it would have been more. It would have been more tolerable. It was the fact that it went on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I think
kind of
you're
like
right.
had run its course, like after an hour and a half, maybe.
And really had about 15 minutes worth of story.
Yeah.
And the rest was filler.
So
Mhm.
yeah.
Could've
So all
cooked a
right.
wedding.
So and so I'm looking at over on the side, Leon, Redneck, TJ, Octavia, everybody basically has a pass on all this. So decide what you want. Got small kids, maybe.
Yeah.
If you're anybody over that, you might want to think about
Okay,
it.
who voted, Robin? Pull up Telegram. Who voted that we
Yes.
watched this?
We need
So
to
we
shame
can
these.
name them out.
We need to shame these people.
No, I'm not going to do that, people. That's not right.
I think I actually voted for us to watch this because I wanted us to review this movie.
Listen, some people voted for that Jerry Curls movie, so
Mhm.
and I will hold my hand up and say that I was one of them, and it was a big mistake.
It was funny though. I
No,
laughed. I
hey,
laughed
No.
at Jerry
that has
Curl.
been that's been a running joke for so long. How could you how can we
That's
deny
a killer.
that?
So that's what I'm saying. Why
Okay,
don't
yeah,
you think
okay.
it's fun
Sonic
to
the
tell people to
Hedgehog.
watch that movie?
Hmm.
Hey, I
Was
made
it
everybody watch Faculty.
Professor something or other, Todd, James, and Semi Tutek.
Yeah. I told you I wanted us to. I actually watched it before we did the voting, and when I looked through the list, I was like, no, I want us to review this movie because I didn't like it that much, but I want to hear what other people's thoughts are because
Mhm.
sometimes I hear people on the panel that will actually make me think about a movie a little bit differently, and I'm like,
Mhm.
never thought about it that way, so I was giving it a chance. All right,
Yeah.
so this part of the show, we go ahead and we'll talk about trending TV shows or other media or television movie news that be on the thing. So I'm gonna open the door. Well, hey, let me give.
I
I'm gonna,
just want to.
yeah, go ahead,
Yeah, I
Alden.
just want to tell everyone else to vote in there for the movie because you guys didn't vote in
We don't have to vote anymore.
no, in Telegram for this movie.
For this movie.
Sonic,
Okay,
you
okay.
know?
Yeah,
I
I
may
can
not
get.
have voted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So as
didn't
long as
vote.
you guys, I still need you guys to vote there. Your votes count. Because we need to see the totals of
Mhm.
when we have on our award show
Yeah.
how badly Sonic did.
Oh, you're gonna ruin the play percentage.
So, so next week, before we get to those, next week's movies are listed in that PDF file, which I'm not going to go through them all because it's 24.
Mhm.
And it is a free for all. Pick
Mhm.
any movie or multiple movies that you want to watch, and we are going to try to talk about a lot of those movies next week. So,
Yeah.
and if you would like to be on the panel, hit us up, and you can jump on here to talk about certain movies. The one TV show that I did watch this week was The Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Actually, two
I
shows.
like it.
Lincoln Lawyer, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that TV show. I think that that was worth watching. And what was the Mike Myers TV show?
Penta something.
Pentaverse.
Hold on. Yes. Hold on a second. Let me share my screen here so I can share. I would highly Pentaverse. Where's the Pentaverse? I'm sure it's on trending. So the Lincoln Lawyer, I would suggest people to watch that. I would say that that's something to watch. A good series. I think it's 6 episodes, so it's not a lot.
Is it a new?
And yep, brand new. It just came out. I think
Came
maybe
out.
Netflix.
Yeah, it's Netflix.
Maybe Netflix.
It is Netflix.
I
You
figured
said it right
this.
there.
Yeah, I thought this Pentaverse would be on the, and I didn't have to try to spell the damn thing out.
Just PENT just put in.
I cannot believe it's not on this. The first 2 pages. All right, so what was it? PET.
PENT.
Here it is.
Yeah.
I spell it right.
Pentaverse.
Yes, this show, highly recommend it. It is funny as all get out. It is adult humor. It is R-rated for sure. Funny. I enjoyed it. Mike Myers playing probably 7 different characters in this, and it's a Mighty Python-ish kind of humor. So if you're into that kind of stuff, this is it's definitely worth watching. So this was one of our, again, another COVID, another thing we got to watch due to COVID. So that's a couple things I had this week.
Okay. Anyone else?
I watched Halo this week.
Mhm.
And I like it a lot. I think it's great science fiction. My kids who grew up playing the Halo games, I've never played any of these games, hate it. They absolutely hate it because I guess it doesn't follow the
Yes.
canon of the game at all. And they're all pissed off. And I'm like, God, I like it. It's good science fiction.
Yeah. Blue is a Halo. She was an Xbox person, so she enjoys the sci-fi of it, but she does point out that there's a lot of incorrect things, and she's like, there's
Yeah.
things that are not correct to the game, but she still enjoys the movie or the TV show, and I enjoy it. I'm not following the game. I mean, I played it only multiplayer, so.
There's two TV series, 61st Street and The Offer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are
61st Street is great.
Oh,
I'm waiting for those to get all done, and then I'll watch them.
Yeah. The Offer it blew me away. The way it's going at that movie's it's out of sight.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
Yeah, I was telling
Yeah,
him about
great.
the other day. So yeah, if you're really into movies and just to see what it took
To get that movie going.
the movie The Godfather made.
Yeah.
You know how we sit and we talk about movies and stuff like that. It kind of, because it's supposed to be a true biography of what went on to get it made. So if you really want to get into the nuts and the bolts of what it takes to get a movie made, I would really suggest watching that.
The main actor in there is the one that played in Whiplash, isn't it?
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And the guy who plays Francis Ford Coppola, Dan Fogler, is the guy from Fantastic Beasts
Hmm.
and Balls of Fury.
And isn't who's that other guy that's in there?
Rap.
Colin Hanks. Colin Hanks.
Colin Hanks.
Yeah.
He's in there.
And Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah.
And Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
not,
got a lot.
that's
Yeah.
Juno Temple. That's
Juno.
not Kate. Who I like a lot.
Yeah, I like her.
So, The
Has
Offer,
anybody watched The Baby?
Not yet. It's not done yet.
I try and I cannot get into it because it's a freaking baby, you know. Freaking leave the thing in a dumpster, you know. Jesus Christ.
There was a movie that was supposed to come out. I asked Alvin about this. It's called Jazz Fest. It was supposed to come out on May 13th. And I read today.
But that was when it came on the theater.
Yeah, but I read today that it was supposed to come out on the 27th of May.
To streaming, maybe.
It may be streaming.
To streaming.
Okay.
Because it's not out there yet.
I think it's Jazz, isn't it?
Jazz Fest.
Not Jazz.
No.
Oh, Jazz Fest?
Yeah.
Jazz Fest.
One
Jazz
word.
Fest. 2 words. For in what do you call it? In the big
New Orleans. New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah, right there.
Yes. Just don't typo and type in Jizz Fest.
Yeah. Total different show.
Yeah. Careful in the search engines.
Yep.
But they have this Jazz Fest every year, right? Because this one, they say 2022 was made in 2021.
But this one was in New Orleans. I think they always have a Jazz Fest somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every year. You know, so. For all of you guys out there that are fans of Succession, I must say you must watch this past Simpsons episode. You definitely love it. So I wanted to let you guys know that.
I thought this week's Family Guy was First Blood was funny as hell.
I didn't watch it yet.
Oh, trust me, it's you'll like that a lot better than a freaking Simpsons episode.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd, you're into Gold Rush, right? I just read today that Rick Ness may not be back on Gold Rush.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, but they've gotten to where they're starting to replace them, and you see how all these guys are getting their own shows. They're all spin-offs.
Freddie Dodge.
Yeah, Freddie's got his Mine Rescue.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is a pretty good show. I like that show, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Well, Rick is probably going in to get his eyesight checked after he introduced his girlfriend this season.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. Nurse, huh? Yeah.
She was a nurse. She was a nurse.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was the
I'm
head
telling you.
nurse.
I was when Blue and I actually were watching because she's seen some of those episodes. That came on and she goes, "Who's that?" And I said, "That's his girlfriend." She goes, "Huh?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Botox.
she smells money." I said,
Yeah.
"He got you could guess where he picked her up at."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all kinds of
Yes.
work on her face. I'm like,
Oh.
mm-hmm.
Why does she have those
Jesus.
pole-sized dents in her thighs?
Because she sits in a chair that is too
All
small
nurses
for her.
have that.
No, I just
All
thought
nurses.
I just thought it was dents from riding the pole for so
No,
long.
that's it's from being a nurse, and
Yeah.
when you're up,
Nurse. Nurse.
nurse and something. TJ, this is a Succession, definitely worth a watch if you've never seen it.
Yeah, awesome.
I got a couple things
Yep,
here.
yep.
NBC canceled a bunch of shows. One of them, Keenan,
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, and the Endgame.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Endgame they canceled that already, and it was just only one season that I thought was pretty good.
I canceled it after one episode
Oh,
myself.
did you?
We only got through. I think we got through 3 episodes, and we haven't went back. And
Wow.
Blue is very. She finishes everything she starts. I mean, she starts a show, she's gonna finish the show, and that we never finished it. So that tells you, even her, she's like, moving on.
Billy the Kid. Anybody watch Billy the Kid?
I haven't started
Not yet.
I'm
Not
liking
yet.
it. I'm liking it.
I think there's 8 episodes of that one, and then there's only 6 released, so I'll watch it in a couple weeks.
No,
I got it.
no. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Go ahead, Eddie.
Billy the Kid is there's 5 episodes. It's up to the 5th episode already.
Well, yeah, but I think there's 8 total.
Okay.
We got to give kudos to CBS because they got a bunch of new shows coming out, and they haven't really been getting rid of too much, but they have that Fire Country, So Help Me Todd, East New York, and True Lies. So keep your eyes open for those. If you get a chance to even look at the previews for them, take a look at them. I think they're going to be something to watch. So kudos to CBS for trying to keep viewers on their network.
Good luck.
What I know, but that's what worries me about all the other junk that's going on everywhere. So many shows getting canceled, and and they don't know what to do.
They need to make better product. Is what they need to do.
True, but but I don't even know if that's the only thing. No one's watching those networks at all.
All right, but you also got to think about CBS. Isn't a lot of their stuff going to Paramount Plus, the good stuff?
Yep.
So I think CBS is.
What went to?
What about all the Star Trek stuff? All the Star Trek
right,
stuff.
But that could have been
CBS.
On the but that's always been on the Paramount.
Not originally.
They only aired the first episode of each of those shows on the normal network, letting everyone know this is going to be on Paramount Plus. So we're giving you an option to see. Okay, this is a new show, but we're just teasing you with the first episode of it. I have to give them credit for that. A lot of these other guys don't do it. They either just had the show on there and they just took the whole thing off and said, "Oh, you can only watch it here."
Well, that's Discovery Plus on their good shows. You can only watch it on
right,
TV.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just go and they just take it completely off.
But as far as CBS and Paramount go, anything that you can watch on CBS, you can watch on Paramount. There isn't anything that's hidden on Paramount.
Right.
And I don't have much sympathy for the broadcast networks. They took advantage of a captive audience for 50, 60 years.
Right.
And now they need to catch up and play ball and make good product again.
But it was free TV.
It's not free.
originally.
It's not
So
free.
listen,
There's commercials.
yeah, there's commercials, but when I say free TV, meaning that you didn't need cable to watch it.
Yeah.
You know.
You still
You
don't.
know, that's what I'm talking about. I'm
Still
talking
don't.
about the old must-see TV. We don't have that anymore because since either everyone's streaming it or they're just waiting to watch everything all at once.
Yeah.
So the writers don't care.
It won't be a viable option for them for very much longer to have broadcast TV. Probably, it'll
Right.
just be a loss leader for them.
And what do you think that's gonna do?
Nothing to us. Not a dang thing to us.
I
We got
think it will.
options.
I know we have options, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. You know?
Times are changing.
Times
that
are
old-
changing. I
That
know.
old network model won't be cash positive
Hmm.
soon. So
Mhm.
they'll have to adapt or die. Just that's what happens to businesses in America. Adapt
Well,
or die.
right. Or your the pool you're pulling from will die because let's say my kids. So if you talked about ABC, NBC, CBS to my kids, they'd be like, well, yeah, okay, I think I know those are channels.
Mhm.
It's nothing to them. So
Hmm.
the people that hold on to that NBC, CBS, NBC, that stuff, that's our generation or older. So
And
as those people die off,
Yep.
you know that those people, the ones that the networks are losing
Yep.
over time.
Hey, Andrew, you're on mute. Is the same thing going on in the UK between BBC and ITV and Sky?
What's that?
Well, what's going on with the American stations like CBS, Paramount, NBC? You know, is dying off.
Oh, don't really watch much normal television, so I couldn't.
Yeah. And see, and Andrew's a little younger than us.
Yep.
Mhm.
So he's not in that demographic
Yep.
that we are in.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot of UK stuff from the UK.
Right. But what's your age? What's your demographics though? Your age.
I'm 18 and older.
That's a point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Us, the people our age or older, are those people, and people younger than us. They don't care about what a network is anymore. And Patty, right there, my daughter is the same way. Could care less about ABC, NBC. I mean, they know one or two shows, and
If those channels lose their exclusive rights for NFL, NBA, baseball, they're so
done.
screwed. They're done. Put a fork in them. It's over. That's the only thing that's keeping them
sports.
alive.
Yep.
Well, what I mean, like ABC, where they make most of their money is from the news division.
Yep.
The nightly news.
Yep.
It's 6:30, and then what the real cash cow is the morning, like Good Morning America. Today,
Yep.
those morning shows are really what make the networks the money because you're looking at 2 hours of
But again,
advertising.
that's the plus 40 demographic. Totally. Nobody under 40 is watching that shit.
Nope. Nope. They're not.
Nope.
All right. Sorry, Aubin. What did you have some other news?
Yeah. Netflix. They told their employees to quit if they're offended by streamers' content. So they're going back to the whole Chappelle incident with him talking about the sex discrimination and all that stuff. That and all the people who work for Netflix were like, oh well, we want to cancel Netflix because whatever, and Netflix is just telling them, you know what, too bad, quit if you don't like it. I guess that Netflix doesn't need to lose any more other stuff, and one last one, House of Dragons has reported that it already has been renewed to season 2.
Yeah.
So
Strike while the iron's hot.
yeah, strike while
that's hopeful.
yeah.
So hey, so Andrew said he had some news. What came in the mail for you this week, Andrew? You got a
What?
notice in the mail. You said you told us before the show you got a notice in the mail.
What?
About Netflix.
Oh,
About your Netflix.
Right.
Oh, I got an email. Yeah, no, it was nothing. Nothing
Price.
particular
Another price.
newsworthy. It was just
Another
Yeah.
price
price increase.
Another price
yeah.
increase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, how much did Netflix cost you?
So what I was on, it was $6.99. I was on, and then I got an email to say that it's going up to $10.99.
$10.99.
So
Did
Wait a
they
minute.
say anything about offering the?
That's a basic.
Oh.
Right. Did they say anything about offering
standard.
the lower with the commercials to anyone there yet, or what?
I'll be honest with you. When I get these emails, I don't really read them.
You don't read them, okay?
Unless I read the if it says price increase, I'll read it. But I don't really read much else. I just got it, and I was like, do I watch this enough to want to pay for this?
Watch
But
enough to keep it, right?
Yeah.
well, the kids use it though, so
Yep.
I have to keep it.
It's easy. It's convenient.
Mhm.
And
Disney should just buy Netflix and just put it all on Disney Plus.
Nah, it's their rival.
No.
It's their rival.
They're
And
rivals.
we've seen. I don't know if you have the news on that album about Netflix has increased their momentum to get this ad-based programming out
Yeah.
by the end of the year. Now, when we talked about this in Streaming Matters, 2 months ago, they said it would be at least a year before it was in North America.
And
they
I
were
said
doing
to
it in
you,
those 3
that's
countries.
not going to happen. It's going to happen a lot faster than that.
And then now they
flipping that
announced
switch.
before the end of the year, they hope to have it rolled out a ad-based package to be able to get people on that package where they'll get the ads, so they get their money. And probably we're gonna see that the same time. You're gonna most likely see that sharing of passwords goes away too. It's probably going to be a thing released at the same time.
You're gonna open up one day, and then they're gonna have a little thing there where you have to click on it. That okay, well, I'm gonna have to get my own account, and they'll forward you right on into getting another account. If it's not gonna be shared by the owner of it. They're up to their tricks.
Oh, they're desperate. They're in.
They're desperate.
They're in red alert. And I don't know why. I mean, they're not losing money, but
yes, they are.
They're not losing. They're just not
Listen,
making as
have you
much
seen
as they
that
wanted
they
to make.
could have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Have you seen their stock? It's been
that stock is
dropping.
you can't say how good the company's doing by the stock, because
Yeah.
stock is reflective to just people's whims and news, and that can go up and down.
Yeah, but
even if
what goes
Look
down
at Twitter.
is when you lose so many people all of a sudden at once. You know what I mean?
They didn't actually lose a bunch of people. I mean, they netted less than they expected to get.
Yeah. Now, I think this quarter they said they're planning on losing customers this quarter. It was last quarter they had lost 200,000, but 700,000 of them were Russians. So really gained 500,000. But they said this quarter was projected to lose subscribers. But they're 200. It was 230 or 225 million subscribers. I mean, I don't know. They've looked at the gravy train for so long that they expect it to be, rainbows and unicorns forever and never have anything difficult. And now they're having difficult, and they're like,
They didn't have that competition.
all the bells and whistles are going off now.
Yeah.
They didn't have that competition.
Yeah.
But if you look at what Andrew said, he said if he's going to be raised up to £10.99, that's going to be $13.56 American and $17.48 Canadian.
Yeah, for basic.
To be honest,
for basic.
Wow.
Basic.
Wow.
for standard.
Standard, yeah.
I think basic is $6.99 still.
Okay.
If you get like the lowest quality and
Mm-hmm.
standard isn't much better. It's just, like
Right.
the thing is, I would pay the $10.99 because I do use it for the .u series stuff, like the crime stuff. I like all that, and the kids use it for the kids stuff. But with the financial situation in the UK at the moment, with like electricity companies charging an absolute fortune, and just the way everything's been going lately, it's just like got to start thinking about.
Bad here too.
Andrew,
How's gas there?
You're not alone.
That's just like starting to steady now. That was raising and raising and raising, and then the government, the great government that we've got, with all the fantastically smart people that they're put in number 10, they were like, oh, we're gonna reduce gas by 5 pence, like
that's nice.
5 pence a litre. Yeah, and that lasted a couple of weeks, and then they just all pumped it back up again.
Right back up again. Yeah.
What do you
It's
pay?
like my company that I work for, they said we're going to go the extra mile, and we're going to take an extra penny off that, so that's 6 pence. And that was like, oh, that's great, because they were one of the cheapest anyway. But then as the weeks went by, you could just start these slates slowly going back up, and you were back to square one. So it's kind of
how much is a liter there now?
For petrol, it's or for diesel, it's like 170. I want to say 178 pence are probably at the highest.
Pence.
Pence.
Pence. So 1.78p, right? 1.78 pounds.
Is that cent?
Yeah, one's. Hold on, I don't know the conversion rates. I'm not a bloody. I don't know.
What
It's
is it?
100 and.
What's
That's what we have. That's what we have Eddie for.
Is it
What's the
100 and-
gas? I have a converter.
Yeah, he has a converter there.
What?
What's the
Eddie
gas?
can convert it.
What's the petrol?
187 pence.
108.
87 pence. It's okay. It's $2.97 Canadian and $2.31 American.
So that's like
A
$7 a gallon.
Yeah.
So that's what it is here now.
Well,
Damn, man, I thought
no
it was
seven.
bad.
No, it's $6. I went out today here in New York for freaking gas. Okay, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. And for diesel, they wanted $7.79 for diesel.
For a gallon. Yeah, but
It's insane.
But there's 3.78 liters to an American gallon.
Yeah.
So multiply that by,
I know.
the price of a liter.
Yeah, because I'm looking at $2.20 a liter here.
$2.15 here.
Yeah, $2.20 a liter. So
Yeah.
times 3.5 to get a gallon. So
3.78.
so you're talking it's about
Almost $8.
$8.
Yeah.
$8
It's
a
ridiculous.
gallon here.
They, what they're doing to us is just ridiculous. It's no one's gonna. People are gonna be back to not wanting to go nowhere because it's gonna cost them a fortune to drive anywhere.
Well, they better start making better movies. God damn it!
Yeah.
When I left for my trip, I filled up and it was $3.99. It was $3.99 here a gallon. When I got up there, it was. When I left on my trip back yesterday, every place it was $4.49. So for the first time ever, I put more than $50 in to fill my car up.
Nice.
My Honda.
Nice.
I just feel like I'm constantly going to fill up all the time.
Yeah.
It's the same with the whole thing with the electricity bills and prices going up with that. And then the government were like, well, we're going to give everybody £200 to pay off, right? To help with electricity bills, which over time you pay back, but it's not a loan. But you
gotta pay it back. All right, whatever.
Yeah, but they're saying it's not a loan, but you still have to pay. But you pay it back.
Pay it back at the end. You're going to pay it back at the end on taxes.
It is a loan.
Yeah, but Andrew, it's even worse. Have they raised the price of fish and chips?
I don't think so.
No.
But I wish
They
I
will,
hadn't
because
mentioned.
it's gonna cost more to move it around.
Andrew, I do have a
I had
question
fish
for
and
you.
chips on Saturday actually, and it costs more to sit in and eat it than it does just to take it away.
Take
Obviously,
away.
but I cannot sit outside and eat food when it's hot and there's
Yeah,
flies
I'm the
and
same
stuff,
way.
bugs around. I
Flies
can't
and
do it.
no, not me neither.
Andrew,
I'd rather take it
is
home.
your electricity high now because most of the electricity in Great Britain is produced by natural gas and Russia's
Well,
flies?
yeah, it's
Is that what the problem is?
well, it's because I believe it's to do. I mean, I'm not all up on all the current events of everything, and I'm not like a political whiz kid and stuff, but
Uh-huh.
I think it's to do with the Russia. Obviously, they're cutting off supply to,
Okay. So
and
most
they're basically condemning any they're stopping any Russian. There's the big thing. I don't know if anyone knows the Chelsea Football Club owner.
Yes.
yeah,
Roman
Right.
Abramovich. They've stopped
Yeah.
him from. He can't make no money at all from
No.
Chelsea, and he's got to sell it. And it's doing that with a lot of Russian-based
Good.
owners with
Right.
English companies. So, and obviously, that's why they flew over. Our Prime Minister flew over to Saudi Arabia to try and strike a deal with them for oil
Yeah.
prices, because Russia are the suppliers currently. I believe to the whole of to around
Yeah.
Europe anyway, and they're
Europe.
just they're basically cutting off the supplies.
But what about the
And
ones?
Middle East is doing this. Come on over here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
but Andrew, what's happened
Yes.
with the drilling rigs in the North Sea? They're still going.
Oh, I couldn't tell you, Eddie.
hey,
That's as far,
take a
this
boat
is
out
as far
there.
as, this is as far as my knowledge goes as to what I have to pay.
I was just curious if a high percentage of Britain's power was produced with natural gas is why the higher prices.
Most likely is, Roger. Most likely
Okay.
is.
Hmm.
Sorry to bring the show to a screeching freaking halt there, fellas.
No. Hey, Todd, check the side chat there. The private chat. I'm sorry. I sent you a message there.
I don't know if anybody mentioned it when I was away there for a bit, but I don't know if anyone had seen or talked about the She-Hulk trailer that just came out.
Looks great.
No.
Looks awesome.
It does, however, I'm kind of with most of the comments of people have been making about the CGI to look a bit iffy.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. They got time to work on it yet.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I love
hopefully
her.
it doesn't ruin it, but
Yeah,
I
I like
love
her
her.
also.
She's
So
so
what?
she is really a talented actress.
Hmm.
So
I still got
Hopefully
Moon Knight to finish. I've watched 1.5 episodes so far. I really am enjoying it, but I'm just finding myself and it's gonna sound stupid to all you guys because obviously I'm younger than you. But I'm getting to the point now when it gets to 9 p.m. or whatever, and I'm sitting there really tired. Usually I can be sitting there, I go, right, everyone's went to bed. I'll sit and watch one of my programs in peace. But then I'm like, I'm so tired, and I don't want to watch this tired because I'll not take it in.
Nope. Welcome to getting a little older.
I'm like
Right.
that all the
Right.
time now. Apparently it just keeps going downhill. So
What
I'll
I just-
try and cram
just told-
everything in now.
I just told my nephew, who's around your age, Andrew, the other day. I asked him, "How are you feeling right now, Andrew? How do you feel right now?"
Me and
Yeah, you.
Just tired all the time.
Okay. Well, that's the best you're going to feel the rest of your life.
I would say
Yeah.
maybe 2 years ago was the best I felt, and then just
Hey, how many of you guys on the panel, when you look at 8 o'clock, you're thinking, is it too early to go to bed right now? All right.
It depends on if I had a nap or not. All day.
At 9, I can make 9.
Michelle goes to bed at 8 o'clock every single night, and I can't do it. I'm always the last one awake. I'm the last one awake now.
Does she get 8 hours in?
Actually, tonight on while I'm doing the show is the most awake I've felt. I still feel. I'm thinking to myself, I might watch an episode of something when I finish this.
He's all pumped from the show.
But I
Hey,
guarantee I'll shut all this down. I'll turn
We
the
miss
lights and
you
stuff
too,
off.
Andrew. Just so
I'll
you
get my
know, all right?
I'll get my
miss you too.
PJs on and I'll be tired. I'll sit down and be like, oh, do you know what? I might just go to bed.
Well, I go to bed at 10:30, 11 o'clock.
I don't go to
Yeah,
bed
you're still going strong, Eddie.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I got a weird schedule myself.
yeah, but all right. So Roger is a guy that he's going to bed at damn 2 or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, but he don't get up till like noon or 1 o'clock because we'll be like, "Is Roger up yet?" We're texting about playing some golf, and no, he ain't up. It's 11 o'clock. Are you crazy? It's 11 a.m. He's not up yet. Somebody, I think it was Octavia or Patty, mentioned Evil. I'm not sure that TV show. I posted that over here. I'm not sure if any of you guys had watched Evil. I know I haven't watched that one.
There? Can you
Oh, it's got the guy I
on.
lost. It's got Benjamin Linus in it.
Oh yeah, Michael Emerson.
Emerson. You know, and I thought that they were supposed to come out with with Mike Coulter. They were supposed to come out with
There's 3 seasons.
Yeah, they were supposed to do that other show that Emerson was in. They were supposed to do a comeback with what was the name of that he did with Jim Caviezel?
The Blacklist.
No. It was a show that had ended.
I don't know.
Oh, come on! I know you know the show. Jim Caviezel and Emerson and
I'd have to click on his name.
yeah. Can you? Todd already went past it. Can you go back and click on Emerson's name?
Morbius is what I'll have to try and watch this week.
I did. It's on my server. It's on my server.
Yes,
who am I looking on?
I'm gonna watch
Michael
it.
Emerson.
I'm gonna watch it
The
because
fourth person. Yeah.
I don't see Michael.
The fourth person.
Oh, there he is. Okay,
Yeah.
I was looking at Dr. Leon.
I'm only gonna watch it because it's part of the Marvel universe, and also because my partner is in love with what's his face?
That's it right there.
That one there. Person of interest.
Person of interest.
Yeah, that was weird.
They were supposed to bring that show back. They were saying it for some time. It was supposed to come back, and now he took this one. So I can't see it happening now. Click on person of interest and see if they say
continuing.
If it's continuing.
83%.
Ended.
Unless it comes back with another name, because I know they said that they were going to bring it back.
And I think I saw you were saying that you were looking to watch Moon Knight. Didn't that say it's ended too?
Yes.
Yeah.
6 episodes.
There may be more.
There's room, plenty of room.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that show. I mean, we enjoyed it. We both were like, well, that's not bad. I mean, it was a little bit slow at the beginning.
Like I said, Marvel tweeted that day, enjoy the series finale of Moon Knight, and then like 3 hours later, they deleted that tweet and tweeted instead, enjoy the series or the season finale of Moon Knight. Okay. So the door's open,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to establish all these characters on the TV, on the Disney Plus series, and then there'll be like the big Avengers movie where they come in for cameos.
Yep.
Hey, Octavia, I agree with you about that with person of interest. Yeah, they shouldn't have changed that cast around. That was a great show.
Oh, really and was. There's talk about an Ozark spinoff as well.
Yeah.
And has everybody finished it yet?
No, I didn't finish it yet. I'm
Oh.
sorry. Listen, guys, hold on. You guys go and try to watch 20-something.
No, we don't. Because anything below a 5, I'm not watching.
No, listen, there are movies that are below 5 that are actually good.
Well,
and they just don't get, especially when it comes to movies that when they come out that week. You know what I mean? You can't always judge by what what it's rated, because not too many
I'm
people
looking
watch
through.
it.
All right, so I can look through this list. Okay, all right. So you got Titanic 666. Okay,
Well,
do you think I'm gonna watch that?
No.
Unplugged.
Unplugged looks good. that looks pretty funny.
3.9.
I know, but it looks pretty funny. Did you watch the trailer for that one?
Nope, not yet.
Well, then watch the trailer. Watch the
Fortress,
trailer.
Sniper's Eye,
Well,
3.7.
no, that was the second part of Bruce Willis. That might be the last Bruce Willis film we'll see.
Okay.
Hope so.
Yeah, I can't
Oh,
remember.
come on,
if they actually
guys.
killed him. It's
Hey,
well, listen. I got to
I
give
enjoyed a lot of
credit
his
to
movies,
Bruce
not anymore.
because he did 2 movies for that in within the same that came out in the same year. Okay, he's making his coin.
Yep.
Okay, so I got to give him that.
That's the thing, right? Do you not think he just did all those quick movies because he knew there was something up?
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
But I don't have to like. I don't
especially
have
when
to like
you're
those
watching-
movies. They suck.
Especially when
So
you
I don't have
watch
to like
it
'em.
and you see the hearing aid in his ear for them to read him his lines.
Yep.
Not that he had a lot of lines. He really didn't,
I mean, just because he was in some great movies. We watched Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Just the other night, just this past week we watched it. Great movie.
Yep.
I mean, phenomenal movie. But
12 Monkeys.
yes, another great movie. I mean, it's so there's so I'm
Looper.
not saying that
Looper,
now.
yeah.
It's just I'm not saying that he was a bad actor through the whole thing, but the last couple of years, I just don't want to watch any of his stuff because I know what I'm going to get.
But
I'm not gonna be happy at the
there's a
time.
lot of people that still sit there and say, "Hey, you know what? I'd like to be in a movie with them." And I can understand that. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be a time that comes and everyone's going to say, "Oh, poor Bruce. We're sorry that he passed away, or he can't do anything anymore, or whatever." And you still gotta pay homage to those people. Because I've already went back and watched some Moonlighting. You know what I mean?
I was just about to say, I love Moonlighting.
Yeah, so do I. I got it. And I like Bruce Willis. I always did. I always liked him.
I just said over the last couple of years, me and Charles had that talk too many times when he's about Bruce, and he'd bring up Bruce Willis, 15 years ago. I'm like, yeah, okay, and give me something new. Give me something recent.
Okay, so
Past
then I
Red.
guess that
Past Red.
okay, but I guess then you don't like somebody like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Not
really.
Well, I guess you can't even say that now living in Canada, right? Those words can't even come out of your mouth.
No.
Huh?
He's not Canadian. He's Belgium.
That's true.
But there's a lot of movies. I mean, when an actor gets to a point, and I don't have to just watch them because, that was a great actor, and I gotta just like that movie just because that actor's in it. No, I mean, you're putting out shit movies. I don't want to like it. I don't want.
No, but sometimes you can have a great actor that's still in something. Like I'm sorry, there was one I just watched that was off the list, and that was a great actor that that you might like. I'm just trying to remember the name of that. It was called
Liam Neeson. Who just said Liam Neeson? He's in the
TJ.
same.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
I don't watch his movies anymore.
No.
Oh, I can listen to him all the time. I like
All right,
him.
can I have him in a cartoon where I just see him like on animation?
Oh. No,
But I
see
wish
him and
I'll be
always-
glad when Alvin gets finished with Ozark, so we can actually talk about
Right,
it.
Okay,
right.
Me
I
and
promise
Roger.
you that
I'm not sure, Eddie, if you're.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I am dying to talk about it because
Okay, so
that show. Finish it.
I'll
Vanish.
get it. Well, I'll get it watched.
Ugh.
That's not a problem.
I might go back and watch
the
this season again.
movie on the count of on the count of 3. Yeah, got Carmichael, that comedian. What's his name? Michael Carmichael. I know his last name is Carmichael, but it's got Henry Winkler was in it, and a couple other people, and I like Henry Winkler.
Yeah, I do too. What's it called?
On the count of 3.
On the count of 3.
Yeah, that's the one where
Yeah.
the guys want to kill each other. They want to die.
It's a movie or a TV show?
Movie.
Oh,
On the list.
okay.
Oh,
on November.
so we're supposed to watch that this week.
Yeah.
I may watch that.
Maybe.
one.
We it's an option. Again, for anyone that
Now I want to see what that one was given.
if you're
That's a
late
7.1
so
on
if
the
you're
list.
late to the show, we have a list of 24 movies, and you can watch one or multiples of this week's movies, which is a lot. So you can watch them. If anything has been released in the last couple weeks, we're talking from Northman, the Dumbledore, any of those are all on the list. So Morbius. So any of the movies that are out right now, if you watch those, we're gonna open up the panel and we'll talk about all those movies next week because there were so many this week. We could not really pick a movie, so we're just gonna do a free for all next week. So I know that's so.
Next week,
definitely watch the trailers for the movies.
I watched them all.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did not this week. There's too damn many of them.
But next week, are we going to go through the whole list one by one?
No.
Well, no, we'll just see what everyone wants, and it's not like we have to spend 8 hours explaining everything about it. Just tell it,
Which one you want?
If you liked it, if you liked it or not.
Okay.
Pros and cons.
Yeah,
We can
pros
kind of
and
just
cons.
run through it and just pros and cons about some of the movies. And I know I've seen, like I said, 8. I've watched 8 of them already. So, and because there was a lot of big name movies out. So, and I had COVID week. So I had plenty of time sitting on the couch. So, all right. So, hey, let's wrap this up. We're at an hour and a half, guys. And I want to say thanks to all the panel. Anybody on the panel, if you have anything to finish, anything you want to say before we head out. Beach, anything to say before we head?
Nope.
Gotcha. Thanks. Eddie, anything you got to say?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Andrew? Nope. Roger?
Good to have Andrew back on the panel.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
And I just figured out, I just remembered the other day I was thinking that we're bad YouTubers because none of us ever say subscribe,
subscribe, and
share. Like, subscribe, and share. So just do that. Do that
So
crap.
technically, we're not the YouTubers. He is.
Right,
And he
right.
used to do it, so.
I'm pretty lame, man.
And if I say it, I don't know what YouTube would do to me next.
All right. Anything you say, Aubrey?
Andrew, thanks for coming out. Really, I do miss you every week. I do think of you, and I hope you're fine over there.
Well, I might be here again next week, so.
Okay,
Awesome.
great.
We'll
Great.
see.
Good. You can get the gas, right? You need the petrol to put in your car, right?
He can't afford to go anywhere, so don't worry.
Yeah, can't afford to go nowhere anymore. That's what's gonna happen to everybody.
Fingers crossed. I've still got internet next week. might have to cut that loose.
That's the last to go.
Turn the lights off.
Yep.
All right, let me go ahead. So
thanks.
again, Octavia, look in Player Pass. You're in the Player Pass room, so numerous movies for you to watch next week. It's a PDF file.
Yeah,
and,
click on the top, the pinned messages, and you'll see the PDF file there.
Yeah.
So I'll pop it up here. You've got Lost City, The Northman, Pilot, Titanic Unplugged, Fortress Eye, Morbius that was out this week, Operation Mincemeat, Senior Year. Let's look at Fantastic Beast, Bill Cosby, Firestarter, all these. So you can watch one or multiples of these movies to discuss it because we're gonna have lots to cover. So watch any of those. So there was just a lot of movies in them. We didn't want to leave any one movie out. And got plenty to pick from. So thanks to everyone for joining.
You go down the list, then just save you time. Just look at my poop emoji, and that pretty much sums up the 24 picks that are on the list. So there you go.
God.
You're welcome. I just saved you hours and days of viewing.
And that's mostly true.
Yeah.
It's mostly true because I've seen quite a few. So, but thanks for everyone joining us. Thanks for having Andrew on here, and hopefully he'll come next week. And maybe we'll have Blue, because she stuck her head in the show just for a second.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, we'll see you all in the next one.